All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, back in studio, back from Nashville, back from the Grow Summit, joined by none other than Randy Angston. What's up, buddy?
How we doing?
Good. Man, I am finally back to normal.
Are you? I'm not yet.
No?
No, we're still working on the sleep as we were talking this week. Oh, it just is battle.
Yeah, when anytime you travel,
Yeah.
you know,
Getting back to the routine, yep.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep about 7 o'clock the night we got back, and then, I'm still catching up.
Yep.
But what a whirlwind, guys. If you missed the Grow Summit, you really missed a good time. I mean, it was full of content, full of energy, full of new friendships. How many times did you hear, hey, this is the best event I've been to?
Oh, not to sound, obviously we put it on, and I believe that it is the best event that we could possibly put out, but literally everybody was bringing it up to us, and it was incredible to hear. Especially in the things that shocked me was like, Devon, our MC, had massive things to say about how well it came together. Mm-hmm. The sponsors, these are individuals that are at almost every one of these things.
Correct.
And they came back and they're like, you guys put on, it came together so well. It was so well executed in ways like the little details of everything.
All about the details, man.
And so, yes, I mean, everybody, in my opinion, was blown away. We were blown away. I think, the receiving end of everybody showing up, supporting, coming out in groves, man. I don't have enough to say about it. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, no, it's a good feeling. And thank you guys for those that did come and join us in person. It was great to meet so many new people. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to do the next one. I really can't. I'm already planning it now.
I mean, hell. We've already started selling tickets.
Yeah. So right on. All right. So this episode, guys, this is something that happens all the time. You guys get caught in this trap. You focus on competition, what the competition's doing, what's their model, what's their pricing, how do they market, what's
their offer,
what's the offer,
what's their hook.
Yeah, exactly. How are their equipment layout, all this stuff. And really, at the end of the day, the quote goes, sameness does not get attention, different gets attention. And what we find, at least in our industry, in the fitness coaching industry, is that, we get copied on almost everything that we do. Mm-hmm. From the podcast topics to the coaching programs to our Iron Circle. We're as we're innovating and doing things for profit and for the clients that we serve, it's not weeks or months later we start seeing the same things from other people and are like, well, doesn't that look familiar?
It's to the point right now where it's blatant copy and paste almost. But at the other end of the spectrum, we talk a lot about emulating from other success. And so tip of the hat, guys, thank you. I hope that means that we're doing the right things. But you, as in your fitness facility, this is happening to you too. And the bottom line is, if you're focused on that competition, if you're focusing on what they're doing, you're immediately behind them. Mm-hmm. You're no longer the innovator in the space. And that's the problem. That means you're taking your eye off the prize of where it needs to be.
Right. And you as a business owner, you as the visionary need to be the one that's out and looking into the future and creating your own destiny. And that goes from how you train, the environment, the type of clients you train, the paint on the walls. I mean, let's be honest, we're in the middle of a giant remodel here at the gym. You're going to see some amazing things happening. And I can guarantee there's nobody that's doing what we're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. And it gets me out of the bed every morning. It gets me excited every morning. And it gets me, I'm fired up to do what we're doing. And it's a good feeling. And I could care less what F45 that just moved in over here or the Village or, any of these other micro gyms around us are doing. I could care less. Our pricing is higher than almost anybody around. Our model's completely different. And it works. And what you as gym owners need to stop doing is worrying about everybody else. You need to stop even looking at their stuff and create on your own. When we get on coaching calls, a lot of times we'll ask about saturation in the market and the competition in the market. And the last thing I want to do is set your pricing because they're at 199. I need to be at 189. That does nothing for you, right? It's like you mentioned, if you're watching what they're doing, you're looking from behind,
Absolutely.
and they're the ones out and running out in front, and it's very freeing and very comforting knowing that you have nothing to worry about. It's you create your own destiny, and if there's anybody I bet on, you bet on number one. You bet on yourself.
And there's a lot to be said right there, just about like the mindset and what it's doing for your mental stability. I mean, like your happiness, the stress levels. A lot of that stress comes from the fact that you're comparing to your competition. You're focused on them versus me type of thing. It's that scarcity mindset. If you're focused on delivering the best version of what you can for your clients in your marketplace, there is no competition. And I'm not saying that like we're ignorant that they don't exist, but when you're so damn good at what you do, they won't exist. And that's exactly the point. Is you have to remain with your head on your vision, on your goals, in the direction that you're moving, because the second you take your vision, you put it on them. Back to what you said, you're chasing them now, and they become that visionary. They become the one in the industry that's creating from the front, and creation is where a lot of the success comes from. It's the one who brings it to the marketplace, who does it better than everybody else, who is offering something unique and proprietary. It's not an advantage to be necessarily the most expensive, but it does create a gap, right? If you in the gym that's trying to be you can't, like, that's where.
Let me correct you. There is a strategic advantage for being the most expensive.
True.
There is.
But it has to be backed by the service and the things.
Yeah, you can't sell it.
You can't just throw the price point up there.
Oh, yeah.
But absolutely, yes. No, I completely agree.
There's a strategic advantage of being the most expensive, and there's a strategic advantage of being the cheapest.
Correct.
I know which side of the fence I want to be on. It's just much easier to live in the higher end. But if you're stuck in the middle, and let's just throw some examples out. You got your $999 gyms, and you got your $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month gyms, maybe even higher with one-on-one, and you're living in this. Maybe if you're like an Anytime Fitness, you're living in this $39 world, and if you're a personal training gym, you're living this $159. Large group training $199. You're stuck in the middle. It's no man's land.
Yeah,
you've got to go one direction and press the gas. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you got to go hard. Got to go hard in the paint. You got to go hard in the paint to get, and to set yourself apart. You mentioned something else, proprietary. This is something we've really honed in on for years. It comes from our marketing mentor, Todd Brown. The big idea, what is the reason people get results with you? And, it can't be fitness, nutrition, and accountability, because that's what your competition's saying. It needs to be proprietary to you. The way your formula, your blueprint, your method, your matrix, all of those things needs to be only able to be gotten from you and your facility, and nobody else can copy you.
Yeah, and exactly, and that's along the lines of what I was trying to say when it comes to being the most expensive. You have to have a differentiator, right? You have to be something that your competition isn't in order to draw somebody in at that price point. To give kind of an example of what I meant by that, like if you are the fitness business that's website lists fitness, nutrition, and accountability just like every one of your competitors, and you just tack on another $20 a month, the clients aren't going to be coming to you because of that, is what I'm saying.
Specifically not going to come to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that strategic advantage could be a problem if you don't have something differentiating you. Think about gasoline, right? Like two companies, opposite corners, same deliverable to the marketplace as far as the need, but that one has that price point that's 5 cents higher or 2 cents higher. How can they do that, right? They have to win on customer service. Maybe it's convenience of getting in and out, right? Maybe it's 2 rights in and out of their location instead of 2 lefts, right? Those types of little nuances are why the justification comes in for having a higher price point. But to be ignorant and say, okay, we're all the same, let me just go raise my prices a little bit more, and that uniqueness is going to draw people in. That's not enough.
Yeah, let me hammer that in a little bit further. If all things are equal, what is the next differentiator is price. And so if I'm a consumer and I go see you offer classes, you offer the same schedule, you offer the fitness, nutrition, accountability, and they offer the same thing. I'm the consumer. That you both are offering the same thing. I'm going to go to the cheaper of the two.
Exactly.
And so you're going to lose in that situation. So really, the point of this entire episode is to innovate, be unique, be different than anybody else. Sameness does not get attention. Different does. And when you are different, you can cut your own path. You can set your own price points. You can do what you want to do, and you do not have to even look behind you or in front of you, if that's what you've been looking at, anybody else other than what you're doing in your facility. And when it comes to pricing, I had this call yesterday with a brand new Iron Circle member. We went into their pricing. I was blown away at how cheap they were, and they had no justification other than we're a little bit cheaper than the guy down the street. And that's all done now. We fixed that immediately, and we're going way, way, way higher.
Right there, just that. Like, why? Right? So you're asking the intention. Yeah, exactly. You're asking the intention of why that decision was made in their business, and their answer was, well, them down the street, or that gym down the street, this is their price points, and so I used that for reference. What does that have any bearing to do with the delivery and service within your four walls?
And to make the matter worse, the guy's got such a unique and beautiful facility and a unique model that nobody can touch. Like he is the innovator, and he set his prices based on competition. He got something right, but the other thing dramatically wrong. And that's why he's not where he needs to be.
Well, that's why he's got potential for where he can't,
he's
can go.
He's going to crush.
But to kind of bring this all back around, one of the things that one of the biggest takeaways from our coaching program and the things that we provide for our clients with our clients is clarity and intentionality. Right? There's no more walking it. Why do we do what we do in our gym? Because that's the way we've done it for 15 years is no longer an answer that we can accept. Why do we do the things that we do in our gym? Because that's the way my competition does it. Why is your offer and your hook the way that it is because that's what my marketplace is used to in my area. Why do you run a referral-based business? Because I don't know how to market. No, all of those are BS answers now. You're going to be the driver of your ship. You're going to have the right decision for each of those because everything now becomes math. And then you're in a position to remove the stress, remove the confusion, uncertainty. You're literally walking into work going, this is what we're going to be doing today. There is no competition. You got enough on your plate with these four walls and driving the needle forward. All of that noise, all that BS goes away.
And that's a great feeling.
That is if you aren't in that position, you're living and working in a stressful, overly complicated environment. It's inevitable.
And you're always playing catch up. And that's a bad place to be.
It's not the winning ticket.
It's not the winning ticket. So listen, here's the take home, guys. You're the captain of the ship. You drive. You're the visionary. If you're listening to this, you're most likely a gym owner. Maybe you're a personal trainer at a gym. Maybe you're an independent trainer. All of those things don't matter. You're the visionary of your own ship, and that ship is your business.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to be innovative. It's up to you to be different. It's up to you to be proprietary. It's up to you to be the driver of change for your community. And you all are smart people. You are very smart, and you're big risk takers, and you're willing to bet on yourself. So bet on yourself on this. Bet on you being the best version of what it is, and cut out all the noise and cut out all the competition. You are a competition of one. And go drive that home. Go do it, guys. That's it for this episode. Until next show, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye. All right. And thank you for listening to that episode of the Built to Grow podcast, where we help gym owners win. Now, do you want to connect with me and other gym owners online? All you need to do is join our private Facebook group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Just head on over to Facebook and type in Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. And when you do, we're going to give you our 10 marketing strategies 7-figure gym owners use to win. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep building something great.